Hello Lakers fan, if you are one of those who are always up to date with the news about our Lakers, then you need to stay tuned to what is coming up on our Lakers news channel. I am preparing exclusive coverage on the possible signings of LAKERS, and what I can tell you is that rumors are catching fire on social media, and if you don't want to miss any information, stay tuned. We have exclusive news every day. If you are a true Lakers and don't want to be left out of the news, be sure to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Let's go to the video.
Lakers news. LeBron James calls out NBA Finals coverage, urges media to focus on the game. LeBron James has never shied away from speaking his mind, and once again, he's calling out what he sees as a glaring problem in how basketball is being covered today. In the age of social media, the conversation around the game has shifted. Thoughtful, in-depth analysis has often been replaced by hot takes and surface-level drama. And while the NBA is as popular as ever, LeBron believes the actual game, the X's and O's, the stories behind the players, is getting lost in the noise. On a recent episode of his podcast Mind the Game, co-hosted with Steve Nash, LeBron voiced his frustration with the media's lackluster coverage of the 2025 NBA Finals between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Indiana Pacers. Everyone's got a story, and there's so much to talk about when it comes to the Thunder and Pacers rosters. But are the people who are supposed to elevate our game actually doing their homework and telling those stories? It doesn't seem like it. There's no accountability, just opinions thrown out without any real knowledge or respect for the game. LeBron went on to emphasize how the media's outdated obsession with big market teams no longer holds weight in today's NBA. There was a time you had to be in LA, New York, or Chicago to be seen. That era is gone. With social media and 24/7 coverage, you can shine no matter where you play. The idea that small market teams don't matter? That's over. Look at this year's finals. OKC and Indiana. That narrative's done. He also highlighted the importance of teaching and talking about the game with more substance. We need to break down the game. We need to help fans connect with players, especially those outside the spotlight. If fans knew more about these guys from Indiana or Oklahoma City, they'd appreciate them so much more. LeBron pointed out that despite the finals featuring two smaller market teams, it's a reflection of the incredible depth of talent in today's league, something that deserves to be celebrated, not diminished. He criticized the media for often focusing on controversy or irrelevant narratives instead of showcasing the skill and heart that define these matchups. It's unfortunate the Pacers-Thunder series isn't being talked about for the basketball being played. The NBA should be proud, the games have been great, and the fans are showing up. LeBron reflects on the Orlando bubble, the purest form of basketball. LeBron also took a moment to reflect on his 2020 championship run in the NBA's Orlando bubble, calling it the purest form of basketball he's ever experienced. Stripped of outside noise, distractions, and media narratives, the bubble allowed players to focus entirely on the game. For LeBron, that level of intensity and authenticity is what basketball is truly about. LeBron's comments quickly sparked conversation across the basketball world. Fans, analysts, and even fellow players weighed in, many echoing his sentiments. Some praised him for once again using his platform to advocate for the integrity of the game. Others pointed out how rare it is for a superstar of his stature to consistently push for deeper, more thoughtful basketball discourse, especially during a time when quick content and controversy often dominate headlines. Former players like J.J. Redick and Kendrick Perkins chimed in, agreeing that media coverage has become too focused on narratives and not enough on actual basketball. Redick, now a prominent analyst himself, tweeted, "LeBron is right. We owe it to the game, and to fans, to go deeper. There's more happening on that court than just the box score or the headline moment." Even players currently in the finals felt compelled to respond. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the Thunder's rising superstar, told reporters, "It means a lot when someone like Bron speaks up. We put in the work just like everyone else. Our stories matter too." Tyrese Halliburton of the Pacers added, "We know who we are. We've built something real in Indiana. Hopefully, what we're doing helps change the way people talk about teams like ours." Meanwhile, media personalities were split. Some took LeBron's critique personally, defending their editorial choices, while others acknowledged it as a much-needed wake-up call. In a segment on NBA Today, analyst Monica McNutt remarked, "LeBron's challenge isn't just to the media. It's to all of us who shape how this game is consumed. If we want fans to fall in love with more than just the stars in the biggest markets, we've got to tell better stories." And that's exactly what Mind the Game is aiming to do. Throughout the season, LeBron and Nash have broken down game film, explained plays, and shared insights rarely heard on traditional sports shows. Their podcast has become a rare space where the actual beauty and strategy of basketball are front and center. This latest episode, which quickly went viral, only reinforced the show's reputation as a fresh voice in basketball media. As the finals continue, so does the conversation. The Thunder and Pacers are proving on the court that small market teams belong on the biggest stage. Now the hope, as LeBron made clear, is that the media and fans alike will rise to meet the moment and give these athletes the recognition they deserve. Alex Caruso credits LeBron James for shaping his professional mindset. Alex Caruso has been one of the unsung heroes of the Oklahoma City Thunder's incredible 2025 playoff run, helping lead the team to its first NBA Finals appearance in over a decade. His defensive tenacity, versatility, and high basketball IQ have made him an indispensable piece, especially in the Thunder's gritty battle against the Indiana Pacers. While Caruso isn't known for flashy offense, his ability to guard anyone from point guards to forwards, and even big men, has been a game changer. And according to Caruso, a lot of what fuels the consistency and professionalism on the court can be traced back to one major influence: LeBron James. Though it's been years since Caruso wore the purple and gold alongside LeBron with the Lakers, the bond and the lessons remain strong. Speaking recently with USA Today's Clemente Almanza, Caruso opened up about how much James shaped his approach to the game. It really comes down to what it means to be a true professional. Getting treatment, eating right, getting proper sleep, wearing recovery gear, just taking care of yourself. That competitive greatness LeBron brings, I picked that up from him and other vets I've played with. But more than anything, he taught me how to carry myself like a pro, day in and day out. We've played over 100 games this season, not even counting practices or travel days. It all adds up. Being a pro means managing your body and your mind, and bringing others along with you. That kind of leadership, leading not just with words, but through consistent actions, has become a hallmark of Caruso's game. And it's no surprise that LeBron, known for his relentless discipline and investment in his body, has had such an impact. Widely regarded as one of the most durable athletes in sports history, James continues to defy age, recently completing one of the most impressive seasons ever by a player over 40. Caruso clearly took those lessons to heart. His ability to stay healthy and locked in has been vital for the Thunder's success this postseason. Now down 2-1 in the finals, Oklahoma City will need even more from him as they try to even the series and keep their championship hopes alive. NBA legend Magic Johnson congratulates Caruso on his return to the finals. It's not just LeBron who's taken notice of Caruso's journey. Lakers icon Magic Johnson, a longtime admirer of Caruso's hustle and heart, gave the Thunder guard a public shout-out after Oklahoma City clinched the Western Conference title over the Minnesota Timberwolves. "Congrats to Alex Caruso on getting back to the NBA Finals," Johnson wrote on social media. "Always loved his energy and toughness when he played for the Lakers. He's a winner." From being an undrafted guard fighting for a roster spot to becoming a critical piece in a finals contender, Caruso's story continues to inspire. And as the series rolls on, so does his chance to cement his legacy, not just as a defensive stopper, but as a leader molded by the very best. Caruso's rise has become one of the most talked-about storylines of this year's playoffs, not just for his on-court impact, but for what he represents: discipline, resilience, and the power of veteran leadership passed down through generations. His public praise of LeBron James only amplified that narrative. Sports networks quickly picked up the quote, sparking discussions about the ripple effect great leaders have on their teammates, even years after they've parted ways. Analysts on shows like NBA Countdown and Inside the NBA highlighted Caruso as a perfect example of a culture carrier, someone who embodies the championship habits that superstars like LeBron instill in those around them. ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski noted, "Caruso's evolution into a key piece on a finals team is no accident. He took what he learned in LA, not just from the coaching staff, but from being around LeBron, and brought that championship DNA to Oklahoma City." And fans have rallied around the story. Lakers faithful still cheer for Caruso as if he never left, flooding social media with messages of support, calling him the people's champ and the glue guy every contender needs. Meanwhile, in Oklahoma City, Caruso's presence is seen as the perfect complement to the team's young core. His calm demeanor, relentless defense, and playoff experience are stabilizing forces for a Thunder squad led by emerging stars like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Jalen Williams. Head coach Mark Daigneault has repeatedly praised Caruso for setting the tone defensively and holding guys accountable in the locker room. As the Thunder prepare for Game 4 of the Finals, there's a growing sense that Caruso's leadership could be the X factor that keeps their title hopes alive. His veteran poise and ability to make the right play, whether it's a timely steal, a defensive switch, or just communicating on the floor, are giving Oklahoma City the kind of edge that's hard to quantify but impossible to ignore. And with LeBron James watching from afar, and speaking openly about how proud he is of his former teammate, it feels like a full-circle moment. The student has become the leader. And in the biggest series of his career, Alex Caruso is showing the world that being a pro's pro never goes out of style. Lakers news. Magic Johnson sends a strong message to Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic's transition to the Los Angeles Lakers during the second half of the 2024-25 season was nothing short of dramatic. After being sidelined for weeks with a calf strain and on the verge of returning, Doncic was unexpectedly traded by the Dallas Mavericks to the Lakers, sending shockwaves through the league. Despite the abrupt move and limited time to gel with his new teammates, Doncic helped power the Lakers to a strong finish, securing the No. 3 seed in the Western Conference playoffs. However, things didn't go as hoped in the postseason. The Lakers were eliminated in just 5 games by the Minnesota Timberwolves, marking a disappointing end to Luka's first playoff run in purple and gold. In the wake of the early exit, criticism and high expectations came quickly, and from some of the biggest names in Lakers history. Most recently, Hall of Famer and Lakers legend Magic Johnson addressed Luka directly during an appearance on ESPN's First Take, urging him to take full ownership of his role. Luka has to realize, this isn't Dallas anymore. Like you said, we had Kobe lead us. We had Shaq bring us championships. LeBron led us. That's what's missing right now. We shouldn't have to tell you to be in shape, you should already be committed to that, especially if you're the star. This is a pivotal off-season, not just for him, but for the entire Lakers franchise. Magic, who knows better than anyone what it takes to be the face of the Lakers, sees the immense potential in Doncic, but also the responsibility that comes with it. Talent and popularity aside, Doncic still has to prove he can lead this team deep into the playoffs. And Magic's not alone. Former Laker Robert Horry also weighed in, emphasizing that Luka needs to step up his defensive game if he wants to take the next step. Beyond personal development, this offseason will be crucial for the Lakers front office. The current roster wasn't built around Doncic, and now the team must find the right pieces to complement his game. Surrounding him with the right talent will be key to making the Lakers a true title contender. At the end of the day, the Lakers will only go as far as Luka can take them, and the journey ahead promises to be one of the most exciting storylines in the league. As for Luka himself, he seems to be taking the message seriously. With conversations around his conditioning swirling, Doncic recently shared a video of himself training hard in the weight room, and it looks like he's already in better shape. The 2025-26 season is a fresh opportunity, and all eyes will be on Luka to see if he's ready to rise to the challenge. The video of Luka working out quickly went viral, drawing praise from fans and analysts who have long called for a stronger commitment to fitness from the Slovenian superstar. While some were skeptical of his ability to adapt to the physical demands of being the face of the Lakers, others now see a spark, a sign that Luka is ready to take things to another level. Former players and media personalities have continued weighing in. On ESPN's NBA Countdown, Jalen Rose said, "This could be a turning point for Luka. When Magic speaks, you listen. He's not just criticizing, he's challenging him to become great in a Lakers uniform. And I think Luka heard him loud and clear." Meanwhile, Shannon Sharpe offered a more critical tone on Undisputed, questioning whether Doncic can truly become the leader the Lakers need. Luka puts up crazy numbers, no doubt. But numbers aren't enough in LA. This fan base expects championships. They expect accountability. He can't coast anymore, not with this kind of spotlight. The message is clear. Being a Laker comes with pressure unlike any other team in the NBA. The city of Los Angeles demands excellence, not just occasional brilliance. There's also growing speculation around the front office's plans to reshape the roster. Sources close to the organization have reported that the Lakers are actively exploring trades and free agency moves aimed at surrounding Doncic with defenders, shooters, and high IQ veterans who can thrive in high-stakes playoff environments. One name that's come up frequently is OG Anunoby, a two-way wing who could bring much-needed defensive presence alongside Doncic. Another possibility is veteran point guard Jrue Holiday, whose leadership and experience could alleviate playmaking pressure from Luka and allow him to focus more on scoring and pacing. In addition, Lakers GM Rob Pelinka is said to be in close contact with Doncic in his camp this offseason, making sure that any roster moves align with Luka's playing style and long-term vision. The goal is not just to make the playoffs again, but to build a championship-caliber team from top to bottom. Off the court, Doncic's brand has also seen a shift. In the weeks following the Lakers' playoff exit, Luka has stayed largely out of the spotlight, focusing on training and staying connected with teammates. His recent social media activity shows a more mature and intentional approach, with messages about accountability, legacy, and unfinished business. As the NBA offseason heats up, all eyes are on Los Angeles. Will Luka Doncic rise to the occasion and redefine his role as a true leader of the Lakers? Will the front office provide him with the support he needs to contend? One thing's for certain, the next few months will be crucial in shaping the future of both Luka's career and the Lakers franchise. The pressure is real, the expectations are sky high, and the stage is set.